Good morning, fellow zombies. Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? It's only 2:19 in the morning West Coast time. It's the 12th of October, 2025. You're a zombie. Weaver John C. Roseman, California, who also does the Diary of a Griever named John Weaver, which is me. All right. Shout out to the Darry.P slash artist in recovery. Mr. Darryl, let's talk. Yes, I've been catching your videos when I can, and I've been seeing some of the videos. Took you long enough to figure out the damn Civil War. I mean, how many months did it take you to figure this shit out? We were calling this damn thing before he got in office. Good Lord, man, where were you? And you were also having a stress case concerning about talking so negative. Well, yes, it's important to talk positive to keep the spirits up left and right. And we're dealing with a leech who's hell bent on having things his way. I mean, there are a lot of colorful metaphors we can use for this whiner baby who's still stuck in his sandbox and wants every piece of sand he can grab. And the problem is, when you grab sand, it goes right through your hands, dude. Right through the fingers. Oh, you can keep it as tight as you can, but it still goes right through the cracks. Why? Because that sand is tiny. Tiny little rocks and pebbles. And you can't hold on to it. You can't. But Trump is not getting the message. He doesn't want to get the message. He wants all the damn sand for himself. He's a whiner baby in his playbox. The world is the playbox, according to him. So he's going to try everything he can to make everybody else miserable because he's the whiner baby. He's going to have everything. He's spoiled brat. Blame his blame his parents on this one and his lineage. Okay, and that being said about the schmuck in itself, and everybody else who follows him. I mean, you got to have the same mindset like this asshole. Otherwise, bullies can't get their gang with them. They all have to do the same thing. They all have to feel the same way. Left out, pushed out, blame others, and now you got to find some way to blame and punish them for what your major malfunction is. And I can't tell you what the major malfunction is in their damn brains, except they weren't raised by caring about people. It's only caring about themselves that they care. That they're going crazy over. And in your remarks concerning about the United States in denial, if we're going to be using it in a 12-step fashion here. Yeah, but the problem is, even when you're in 12-step, you're still in denial. You can talk all the slogans you want. You can do all the programming stuff you can. You can read the book several dozen times, keep praying to the higher power, but it's also the willingness to let go of things and let the higher power do the job. And also understand that you still need to make the amends. Got to track it. You got to find out who's who, what's what happened here, who's responsible. And then find out if you're going to be doing all the amends or not. You're still trying to clean up your side of the street. We throw out programming this way. The United States in itself is in conflict with itself as I'm seeing it. It's got a civil war already among itself, but it had this thing for a hell of a long while. But it's inflamed when we had Trump in the first office, in the first term, and then when the midterms came up, he wasn't as powerful as he is right now. He didn't own the United States as he's been trying to do. So yeah, he's an aggravating bastard, isn't he? He wants the war, he wants the conflict, he wants us to keep beating up on each other. Part of his Art of the Deal thing, I think. I've never read his book. but I'm getting his play-by-play. He's doing everything he can to keep us off our game. His game is disruption because he can make a deal one way or another. Now, the question is, if he's going to be honoring the deal, that's the other thing. You can make the deal, but are you going to honor the deal? Right now, he needs his military power. That's why he's funneling money from other Defense Department funds to pay for the soldiers. He needs them. If we're not at a civil war right now, I don't know what the hell we are. Come on the 18th or 19th, one of those 2 days, we're going to have the No King's Day again. We're going to tell Trump we're not liking his bullshit. And it's the same time if Congress still hasn't done anything. Yeah, Congress has already marked itself off, especially the Republican Party. They're screwed. They know it. But they're going to blame the Democrats for it. So they're going to keep playing the head game. But the midterms are coming up next year. Speaking of which, state elections we have in California is regarding Prop 50 and whatever things we've got going. Somewhere in my mess, I've got voting material about this thing. I got paperwork up to yin yang I got to look at. Here we go. Central statewide election, county. Here we go. And I got to work on this damn thing. It's not just the paper inside. It's got to do some counting work. So, what I got in the mail last week, I'm still waiting for stuff. Oh yeah. And my polling place is about 1.5 miles away from my home. I have to go about 1.5 miles away from home to do the actual physical voting for stuff. Unless, of course, one is introduced to, in our state of California, the mail-in. The mail-in ballot. You see, it hasn't been opened yet. And it's only, what is the day? It's the 12th. So I still got a little time left to go through this stuff. But me, it's not voting yet, but I'm going to be voting by mail anyway, so let's get the stuff going. Now, this is the kind of stuff that pisses off the Republican Party. Democrats love to get their ballots early so they can get this stuff mailed out. Trump doesn't want it. He wants a single day. He wants everybody doing it one time. Within that time period, you got to do that. I want more ID. I want ID. I want control. I want control. I want control. I'm going to control your ballot. I, Donald Trump, am going to control your ballot. I want the ballot. I want the ballot. Give me that ballot. That ballot's mine. You can't vote. This job is mine. You can't do anything. Donald Trump. I know. I'm having a conniption fit this morning. Trust me, I'm not Donald Trump. I'm John Weaver. Okay, here we go. The paperwork. With a little sticker on it too. See that sticker? Yeah. So, am I going to vote in front of you? No, but I'm just presenting the paperwork that I got in front of me that I need, including a damn return envelope. Gotta have a return envelope. And this is from the county of Kern. The armpit of the Antelope Valley. Okay. Now, the special election we have. And I am just going to show it to you. Doesn't mean I'm going to mark it up just yet. So, guys, read. Do a screenshot if you have to, but this is what the Californians got to deal with. Now, I know you guys out there are having an issue, okay? There are conservative friends of mine out there who are questioning the legality of this damn thing. And they say it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. I got one thing to tell them. It's war. It's war. They don't like it. They don't have to deal with it. We have to deal with it. We all have to deal with it who are living in the United States, in the state of California right now. I'll put this back in here. That this is war. We have to do this. We didn't want to do the gerrymandering. You see, according to our state guidelines and federal stuff we had to go through, after the census is taken every 10 years, we readjust our districts. We find out through the data that we get through the census which party is stronger in this area, which party is weaker. Therefore, we adjust. This is different because we have the Republican Party readjusting everything they can in the red states to make sure that they come out on top, which means they gerrymander like crazy. It's no wonder, even during Biden's time, that they were still doing gerrymandering in several states. And there were lawsuits inside their states, but hadn't quite got up to the Supreme Court because this is not exactly a federal thing, but it is a federal thing of all sorts. This is one of those implied powers in the Constitution granted to the states in order to have the states do their voting process independently. Meaning, okay, let's say you have an electronic device. I'm going to show this, my phone. In one particular state, you have an electronic device. Okay? Put that aside. In another state, you're going to have the ballot. In another state. Okay? I only got enough for two. Of course, I could use these things. These are not ballots, but they are special elections. So, somewhere in this mess, I've got another bottle here I can use for it. Okay, use this one. Hang on. Anyway. Okay, that's it. Right there. 3 separate states, right? 3 separate states. You saw that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let me put these people away. But I'm going to keep the bottles right where they are. And move my phone. 3 separate states. Because of the implied powers we have in the Constitution of the United States, these guys have their own way of controlling their ballots. How people are voting, where they're voting it from, and the process itself. One is doing it by the paper at the polls. This other one is doing it electronically. And this other one is doing it by mail. Okay? You got it? Okay. Trump wants to control all 3 into one. Get rid of the mail. Get rid of electronic. Everybody walks up to the polling station. Here's a problem. Guys, what does this represent? You got it. Now, there may be special considerations when it comes down for walking up to the polling place. I have in Kern County, Rosamond, California, 2 polling places. One that covers on the east side of the 14 freeway all right. I got to do this to you guys. I'm going to verbally do this, but I know what I'm looking at because I'm going to be doing it on my phone. You got a computer I'm keeping down. Okay, this is not electronic now. This is basically map. So I want audience participation. You got it? I didn't hear you. Good. You got a map quest? Or do you have Google Maps? Use it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. See that? Okay. Now we have MapQuest. I don't know what the fuck I got on here. But I showed you a little bit of the area I am in, okay? Share that again. Stamp saying wanted to get money out of me. Okay? That's home. Now, where I'm at, far end of the town on the east. I've got nothing out here except maybe a liquor store, maybe a Mexican restaurant or Chinese food place. Okay, fine. Any place I can have a gathering to put, to do ballots. We used to. Several years ago, before Kern screwed things up, when I came to live out here about 10 years ago, when my brother was still alive, and then after that, still stuck here, we had on property our community room that was the ballot area, the ballot polling area. They would take the paperwork and let you vote. They changed it to a location way further away. And because of this, it's about a mile away from where the hell I'm at. A mile away. Now, if you look at the Google Maps, type out Rosamond, California, okay? Rosamond, California. I'm going to put this thing on default. Well then, I'll just put it back to the regular one. Put it on satellite. Okay. I'm giving it a little bit of a twist on this one, okay? I wanted to show you something. If you guys are already seeing it on your screen, fine. But if you haven't, don't take a screenshot, but just look at it if you can. Okay? Now you see that band going left and right on the screen? That's supposed to be north and south. That is the 14 freeway. That's the what's the expression a long time ago my family used to use? Actually, my grandparents used to use. Other side of the quote-unquote tracks. I'm going to reverse it. So now, I've got it right. That's the 14 freeway. Up is north, down is south. Right is east, and left is west. Within that area, and you notice I got a little logging thing. I've got a little blinking things in there. Tell me where I've got these favorite places to go to. I'm gonna see if I can get to one particular favorite place, because I need to show you something, guys. I need for you to guys understand something here. Okay. Favorite places. Well, I go. Okay. Got it done. My red spot. If you guys have been using Google, you understand what that is. That's your landmark, right? For anything else that you want to find. Okay. That's Hummel Hall. That is a community center that's used by senior citizens. Outside, it is a bus area. Bus area meaning that we got transportation coming from Bakersfield and California City funneling through Rosamond into Lancaster in the form of express buses. That's a mouthful. Those are the only buses we got here going through town. Two stops, but let's not go through that one. But the Hummel Hill is the east side of Rosamond. If I wanted to do it personally, I would have to charter the private rides that they have called Dial-A-Ride. I have to make an appointment for it and then take it to where I go in Rosamond. In this case, it would be over to the voting area if I wanted to do this in person. If I was forced to do this in person. Not electronically, which we don't have, but we have the paper ballots. The Trump administration wants everything in person. Now, if I didn't have the private transportation to be reserved, I would have to walk a mile and a half. Some people say, well, you need to walk, John. Yeah, well, I got diabetic feet, and they hurt like a son of a bitch. And it'll be this long, slow, hour-long walk for me to get over there. Actually, about an hour, hour and a half at my pace. But with the private transportation I would have, and I have to reserve time for this place, okay? Reserve. Because it's not easy. I mean, yeah, you can call, but if you got the appointment or not, if you called in early enough to get it. And even if you do, there's no guarantee that you're going to get that right. So, let's see if I got the right. I called, I got the reservation, okay? I could take it. It'll wait for about an hour, hour and a half, depending on if the break's going to happen or not. I can get in, get the voting done, get out. Be simple enough, right? Well, but for some of those people who can't. We have people out here on the east side. Some of them actually do depend upon Dial-A-Ride. And others are depending on other people who've got private transportation. I do not have private transportation. My legs are the transportation I have. And I've been depending upon delivery services for stuff. Grub and stuff. So I'm limited that way. But I also can get to my mailbox and do the mailing. In the state of California, we have that option. We have that right. We can do it. It's up and down our state that we can do this thing. There are electronic voting machines in different states that are using different companies for their own thing. You've heard that we've had, within the past decade, lawsuits happening. You had people accusing each other of mail fraud. They tried to do the same thing over here in California, but we don't have the mail fraud. Well, at least not. Like maybe 0.01 compared to how many people are saying that we've got massive voting fraud and we must have security guards, we must have people with guns pointed at you saying, are you the right person to vote? Are you voting the right party and the right person? I want to see your paperwork. I got a gun. I'm going to use this as a gun, okay? This cane is a gun now. This is a metaphor. But I'm going to point this end at the camera. Okay. I am a soldier. I am a National Guardsman. I am the feds. Alrighty, show you sorry son of a shoe. I want to see your ID right now. Do you understand me? I'm going to shove this thing in your face, and you're going to give me that paperwork. Are you the right kind of person or not? You tell me. And that's the kind of voter intimidation we've got that we're fearing at this point. We don't want the Fed. We don't want Trump to do this shit. He's interfering with people's right to vote and ability to vote and the ability to make the choice. My friend was talking about Civil War. We're already there, pal. We're already there. Now, we have another place in Rosamond, California, about 3 miles away. That's the worst walk on me. And that's at our county library. As I said before, from East End, the far East End of Rosamond, to where I need to go to for the secondary, that's 3 miles away. For some people, okay, that's no problem. For people who walk and have their own transportation, which means their own 2 legs, it's a distance. And if you got diabetic feet, they're killer. And I would have to depend upon the private transportation of the county of Kern in the form of dial-a-ride to get me there, depending if there's an appointment or not available. And if I don't have that appointment available, even for the one east of the 14 freeway, then I got to use these legs to get me somewhere. If I am going to be denied mail-in, if I'm going to be denied this damn crap, I don't mind mail-in. Mail-in, I've been getting indications from the Kern telling me that they got the ballot, that it's being processed. They hadn't lost it. Yay! That's cool. How's the deal with the Trump? Well, it pisses him off because he doesn't want to see it. Because early voting means people already got a head up on a guy. And this is a special election, as I said before, to tell Trump to fuck off one way or another. He's forcing the red states to gerrymander. Means he's... Okay, these are now districts, okay? It's a shell game. It's a con game he's winning on people left and right. Now, he's telling you that there are 3. That there are 3 things here. There are 3. There's 1, 2, 3 districts. He wanted gerrymandered. Before he made his request, when he made his request for gerrymandering, it's still 3. We're doing the same thing here in California. How we're getting the third is we split. Still 3. Catch. He wants the gerrymandered so he can get some more votes and more butts into seats in the Congress. So he has more political power. In order to do that, the 3 is still going to be 3, but now we have to split a seat. They'll still call it 3, but it's still 4. We're doing the same damn thing in California. And as I said before earlier in my video, my long diatribe here, my monologue, we have people upset in the state of California because we're doing the same thing like the other red states. We should allow people to have the choice in votes. We are. We're giving them the opportunity to vote. Why we have the ballot out is we're giving them the option. We have a bill already in, and we could do it, but we want to give the people in the state of California That means all the people who are registered to vote, doesn't matter which party, all registered to vote. We're giving them the choice to give the state of California the option and the power to fight back with Trump. Otherwise, we get less power because he's cheating. He's cheating. He cheats. He lied. He stole. He blamed others for lying and cheating and stealing elections when he did it himself. He got friends to do it. He got people to go along. He coerced. We even tried nailing this guy by impeaching his ass. It's like a cockroach you can't get rid of. And they multiply. So now, you see our dilemma. More votes means more power for the Republican Party. More Trumplicans. And how they want the country to be, yes. And is this democracy? Democracy is supposed to be the most flexible tool in our government system, in any government system, to allow people to choose what party they want. But it is the most influenced, easily corrupted. It does give freedom, it does give choice. In that, you can be influenced. We are having this war. It's a civil war. We're telling Trump no. He wants combat. He wants violence. He wants something that he can manufacture and then blame people on it because he claims they manufactured the crap, when actually it was Trump who did it. Other people said, no, you're wrong. It's the Democrats' fault. No. You guys weren't paying attention last term. You weren't paying attention the first term the asshole came in. He wanted to be a tyrant. And you didn't pay attention to this time when he kept saying he was going to be a tyrant here. You laughed at his jokes. Now you've got the reality. We got tariffs being kicked in. We got farmers losing money, losing trade. And we're going to be having higher food prices because of this shit. We're paying the tariffs. Nobody else is. We're losing jobs thanks to Doge and thanks to Trump's influences. We've got people taking out culture left and right, saying it's bad for us. We have racist assholes out there who want the diversity a great deal, but they want us unified. If you're white, you're going to be unified, but if you're not, we got ice for you. We're going to get rid of your ass. We get to harass people left and right now. The federal government gets to harass people regardless of what color, race, or creed they are. And they don't care about hurting clergy. We have things on record. We have people making videos left and right. This is not George Soros crap. This is not George Soros bullshit. This is what you assholes kept voting in when you were told otherwise. And now the maggots are whining about it. Well, gee. Why are you whining about something like this that you wanted in the first place? Popular vote or populist votes or candidates out there throughout our history in our United States government have never been the popular. Oh, they say they're going to be doing these things, but then again, their track record sucks. One term only. If they hadn't been impeached. And you guys have been asking about impeachment. I have been trying to educate you guys for weeks and for months about this one. The line of succession. I'll find the PDF files. I'll find the links. I'll send them out there to you on my posts. Understand what we're dealing with, guys. This has been a decades-long pursuit of power for the Republican Party, who turned into the Trumplicans already. If we have any independents who are breaking free, That breaks free from the Republican Party. Well, let's hope we get any independents out there, because then we got to convince them to be part of the right party or not. Or just vote their conscience. This is what we got going on, guys. I haven't been doing it as great as I have been. I haven't been doing any lives. I've been taking care of a few other things. The reason why I put up the zombies is because of the sleep deprivation I'm still dealing with my dog, and she's sleeping, thank God. So I can do stuff like this in the middle of the night. And as for everything else, one thing at a time, one mess at a time. Let's just hope and pray. It's not just getting through it. I don't know what specifically to pray for or to hope for right now, except that we don't turn this thing into a bloody war among ourselves. That's the thing that's always been terrifying me for the past several months. As soon as we got Trump in office, were we going to be getting ourselves into a bloody war, worse than January 6th? And I mean worse. Worse. Have a thunk on that one, guys. Think hard. That being said,